Hello guys, welcome to another video. Tensura x Dr.Stone by NyaNya387. Chapter 16 Inside the Meeting Room. Less than Senku. Rimuru. Rusui. Yukio. Gen and Chrome. Greater than. Yukio. Since Chrome here doesn't know about that time, we should clear up the story that happens again for him. Chrome. Okay, thanks, I do know a bit of it. That day, a mysterious beam suddenly rained down upon the earth, turning all of humanity to stone. This was, of course, unprecedented even for the technology of civilization back then. When Senku was unpetrified by himself, 3,700 years had passed. Rusui. And we're thinking that the mastermind behind all that is this. Why man, quote, Yukio, you're calling them, why man? Rusui. There is no way that they could have kept living for 3,700 years, right? Which means, did they also petrify themselves? Chrome. Wait, I was all worked up earlier. But by any chance, Y-Man is not our enemy. Senku. If they do happen to be friendly, that will be good for us. But by the look of it, it won't end well. Gen. Things are not looking too good for us. After all, they ignored Senku-chan taunting. The signal stopped after they heard what Senku-chan said. Yukio. It's unclear where they are and where they're going. An invisible enemy. That's the worst outcome. Silent felt the place. No one opened their mouth after that. The atmosphere was very tense. One person just silently listened to their conversation. They all noticed that Rimuru was the only one who didn't feel nervous about this turn of events. Rusui finally asked this calm person, "What do you think about this event, Rimuru?" Rimuru was still silent a bit, and after a couple of seconds passed, he gave his opinion. What do I think? Well, first thing first, this so-called Y-Man has 99.9% of being the mastermind behind all of it. This is it. This is the meeting they all wanted to have. The one that actually makes it go forward. They all focus on what Rimuru has to say next. Second is the fact that they chose to say, "Why?" in our first meeting probably is not just a random word. Seeing all of them staring at him intensely, Rimuru continued. As you all already know the meaning behind it. The word, why, is a question for us. They are asking us why intensely non-stopped until Senku said something back all M. The question is, do you guys think they're scared of Senku? Gen. Probably not that reason. Yukio, but, what is the reason then? Rusui. Aha. Is it because they couldn't send it anymore? Rimuru. Precisely it. It's not because they're stopped sending signal because of Senku, but it's because they couldn't send it anymore. Since they couldn't send it anymore, it means they wouldn't interfere with this for the time being. Chrome. Then isn't that a good news, Rimuru? Yes, it is. Chrome. Phew. Chrome let out a sigh of relief but quickly noticed the other didn't relax, so he looked at Rimuru again. And the other fact is, why did they ask us, why, what are they referred to? What do they want to know from us, Senku? Yeah, what do they even wanted to know anyway? Rimuru. Think Senku. Just think one more time. What do they want to know from us so badly? Senku. Rimuru. All this time. What are we trying to do all this time, Senku-kun? Senku. Rebuild th. Senku and company have a look of realization on their face. Senku. So. I get it now. The reason why this Y-Man turned everyone into stone is to stop the human actions. Right. It's all makes sense now. If there are no humans on Earth to do what they need to do, humanity will crumble for sure. And the reason why Y-Man asked us that question is because we are trying to rebuild humanity back. And this Y-Man doesn't like our action. That is why they ask us. Gen. This is not looking too good for us. Since they wanted to stop our plan, they will attack us again. Oh man. Rusui. We're already discussed that fact. Gen. I know. I was hoping they wouldn't come, okay? Asterisk clap. Rimuru claps his head, and asks. Since everyone understands it now, what should we do now? Senku. In that case. It's simple. If the enemy is invisible, we just need to see the invisible enemy with the eyes of science. Gen. Is that possible? Senku. Of course. Rimuru. Look like our one problem just got solved. With that, the meeting ends, and people are starting to get back to their feet. Kaseki started using his crafting skill to make a glass bottle along with Senku instructions. Seeing the glass bottle in front of them, Kohaku asked the question out of curiosity. Can we really see the enemy with this thing? Gen. No, probably not. Gen object the idea. Senku. Actually, yeah, Senku agreed. Shock. Kohaku. I was right, they were doing all kinds of stuff that Rusui couldn't help but ask. We've come this far, but I still have no idea what it is. Suika. Humph. Once the switch is on, you'll probably get it. Suika pressed the switch of everyone. B buzz. The bottom of the bottle turns pitch black with a single beam in the middle. Gen. Air. Is this a screen? Senku. Yeah, it is. I originally planned to make it for GPS, so with the materials already gathered, it was an easy win. Senku happily explains to his team. Oh man, isn't Senku going crazy? He makes too many complicated things. Someone whisper this to General and it turns out to be Yo. Senku, who didn't hear all of this, continuing. When that beam starts whirling around, it forms an image. With precise speed, left to right, and up to down, because of that, it projects a picture on the screen. That's how the old version of TV made. Even though most of the people here didn't understand what Senku just spit out, he is still trying to explain the whole thing to the people there. This is his way of teaching and the actions that show he is not looking down on the people who did not understand science. Chrome asked. Then, how are we going to get the beam to move at a precise speed? Smug. Senku smug and said excitedly. With a magic stone, using the power of a crystal. Hearing what Senku just said, Yo whisper again into General ear. See, he said a crystal ball just now. He's going crazy after all, isn't he? I'm not senile yet. Senku butting after hearing this. And with the final touche the beam finally moved. Hua, Yukio, that's it, this is, ha. Wouldn't it be awful for me, the sonar man, to not be the first person to recognize this? Being able to see the invisible enemy, the eyes of science. It's radar, quote, as the inspector, Rimuru just silently watching the kids get all pumped up in excitement. While they all excitedly testing the radar out, Rimuru go to the other side of the party. He met Minami and the other workers. Rimuru asked, is there any problems on our side? Minami saw Rimuru approach at that moment. Oh, is the meeting already over? There are no major issues right now. Seriously, why am I as the reporter taking this job? Sorry, but you are the only one I can rely on. When the ship is ready to go, most of the big shot gonna have to go out on sea. But just think about it. Most of the peoples who stay are the villagers and Tsukasa people, which is don't really like to think. I know. Rimuru was about to go on, but Minami cut him out, because she also understands what Rimuru tries to convince her. Right now the two of them are standing in front of the 3 warehouse that Rimuru planned out. The resting warehouse and the clothes warehouse are already done. The only thing left is the food warehouse. Minami gave her report. Right, is Yuzuriya and the girls still in the clothes warehouse? Yes, she gave a short reply. Rimuru walks to the clothes warehouse and saw Yuzuriya working non-stop and the girls working step by step as they still didn't use to making clothes. Slow down Yuzuriya, you might pierce your hand. Rimuru shout in shock. Oh, no worry. I'm used to this kind of job. We still have the winter clothes to finish and there are also clothes for the ship peoples to work with. Okay. I wouldn't get in your way now. With that Rimuru quickly walking of that clothes warehouse. He go to check on the resting warehouse next, the resting warehouse. There are a decent bed to sleep on. There are also a thin wall for privacy for the people. It wasn't much, but this is the best they can do as the numbers of people are low. If they complain, they can go sleep in the forest for we care. These warehouse are all for the people who we plan to wake up from the stone statue. And the food warehouse, only half of it is done. The food warehouse was split up into 2 parts. The front is where you can get your food to eat. It's built to look similar to the cafeteria. And the back part is where we put all our food supply. This part is still haven't done yet. We still need Senku to deal with the freezing the food part. Well, most of it are done. I just need to teach Minami to manage this stuff. Right, it's a piece of cake, you just bumped it. No, this is what you call, learn to be independent, okay.